Once again, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rekal Kodash, double honors to the apostle and elders of GMS, or you brothers in the four corners of the earth, that pushing truth and sincerity and in truth. This is just a quick video coming from Brother Isaac, and it's just to show you how our women are careless, and the scripture is being fulfilled every day, right? Yet people choose not to believe in the Bible. But we see that the Bible is realistic, right? It's on point. Anyway, with any further ado, let me play it, and then I'll just bring about two scriptures out, move with the spirit, and let it be edifying,
7-year-old Shania Prasad was sleeping in her North Monrepo, East Coast Demerara house when it caught fire at around 1 a.m. Sunday. Her older brothers, ages 13 and 9, ran out of the house and left her inside, while her mother was at a wedding house in the same community. The child's father, a fisherman, was at sea for the last 4 months and returned late Monday night after he heard of the incident. When the newsroom visited the area Tuesday, residents and relatives described Shania as a brave child. They believed that she would have burned to death if she hadn't walked through the fire. As soon as Shania exited the burning one-story wooden structure, the gas bottle exploded, residents told the newsroom. A relative, Vimla Biswa, and her husband rushed the little girl to the hospital. Vimla's daughter, Marina, spoke with the newsroom but did not want her face on camera.
We were asleep, and then we get a phone call that the house is on fire. When we come through the door, we see the house on fire. My father and my mother run over to start looking for the children. Then they find the brother. Both brothers they find, but we wasn't finding the child. My parents keep screaming for her, Shania, Shania. And then she was there, and then she stand up, and then she was like motionless. She was just like, Mama, Papa, look, I'm here. I get burned up.
According to Biswa, they kept the little girl talking on the way to the hospital. It was then Shania told him that she woke up and felt her feet burning and jumped off her bed. Biswa said the child told them that she could not see where she was going, but she remembered where the door was and walked out of the house covered in flames. By this time, the children's mother arrived home, and according to relatives, she was intoxicated. Shania received second and third-degree burns on 97.8% of her body and is currently in a critical condition at the hospital.
Right, so basically, this mother leave her 7-year-old, 13-year-old, and 9-year-old alone at home, unattended with an adult. Right? Good. Now, the father, what he's doing, he's working. He on sea for 4 months. Right? Yet, the mother, they said that the mother was at a wedding. Right, and she was intoxicated. She was having fun, why all these things was going on. You see. So, any further ado, let me bring some precept out. Right, Deuteronomy 28 and right. Deuteronomy 28 and 56. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not venture to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, or I shall be evil towards her husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter, and towards her young ones that cometh out from between her foot. See that? And towards her children which she bear. Right? That's the point I wanted there. So this woman was evil towards her husband and her children, because the man is working. And this woman just decided, hey, I'm going to just go to a wedding, in the area and I'm gonna leave my 7-year-old, my 9-year-old, and my 13-year-old alone in the house, right? Tell me, is that not evil? Now the child have 97.8% born on our body, right? And the Most High leave the spirit in this child, so this child will grow with hatred towards the mother for this cause. You see? Good. We get the next precept. Job 39 and 13. Right? It said, givest thou the goodly wings unto the peacock, or wings and feather unto the ostrich, which leave or eggs, and these eggs go back to the children, right? It say in the earth, and warm it them in dust, and forget it that our foot may crush them, or that the wild beasts may break them. She is hardened again our young ones, right? And though they were not hers, she labor in vain without fear. So these women, they're evil towards their own children. You see, they're selfish, right? For you to leave your children unattended, because they said that the wedding was right in the village. Now you see that it had blackout, and she didn't even attempt to go home to the kids until she probably get a phone call and heard that this happened. So it is something that she accustomed to do, to leave these children unattended, right? Anyway, I'll let the video play out so Yakim could watch it. But it just showing you how evil these women are today, and selfish. May Yahushua destroy them.
To undergo emergency surgery on Monday.
She's not seeing, her eyes and everything is burnt. Yes. She can hear you, but she can't talk or anything. But I think I heard that she's showing signs, like when you're talking to her, she's like trying to move her fingers and stuff.
Meanwhile, an aunt, Shanta Prasad, said the mother has since restricted relatives from visiting the child in the hospital. Shanta also did not want to appear on camera.
Feeling me, but no. That I went yesterday morning and see her to take her into the ICU room. And from there and then I never get to see her back. I was whole day yesterday go in to see her, but the nurse is not allowing me. The nurse is not allowing me to go in to see this child. Why? What is it we done so wrong? She don't allow me. But this is her truth every weekend. She locks the children them unprotected in the home. She gone on sport.